Alright, this LeetCode question is called to lowercase. It says implement a function to lowercase that has a string parameter str and returns the same string in lowercase. So example 1, we have the string hello with the first letter uppercase and our output is hello in all lowercase. Example 2, we have the input here and we output the same one here, all lowercase. And example 3, we have an all uppercase lovely and we return an all lowercase lovely. In this video, I'll show you 3 different methods to solve this. Alright, so the first method is pretty silly if you ask me, but it can't hurt to mention in an interview. I doubt they'll accept it as the answer, but like I said, it can't hurt. So JavaScript has a native to lowercase method. So all you would do is pass the word through the to lowercase method, and that'll give you your answer. Like I said, they probably won't accept that as the only answer, but it can't hurt to mention in passing that you know that there is a to lowercase method. Alright, let's start the first method. This method is the most worthless because in an interview there's almost no chance they'll accept this, but you might as well just mention it. So all you're going to do is you're going to use JavaScript's to lowercase method on the string. So you just return string dot to lowercase, JavaScript's native method. You run the code, accepted. And then we have our result. It's faster than about 5% of JavaScript submissions. Alright, so for this method, you have to know that JavaScript strings are immutable, meaning they can't be changed. So if I try to change the first letter in the word apple, it's just not possible. So what we have to do is we have to create a new string that's all lowercase. So how we do that is we'll start off with, let's say, an empty string, and we'll slowly build that up to become the word apple that's all lowercase. So first we'll start with the letter A, and we'll make that lowercase. So that will be the first letter in our new string. Then we move on to the letter P, make that lowercase if it's not already, and so on until finally you have the lowercase word apple and you return that. Alright, so for method 2, we'll loop over every character in the string and we're going to add the lowercase version of that character to our empty result string. So that'll look like this. Let's call it result equal empty string. Then we loop over every character in the string. So for let character of string. So right now that'll put us at the uppercase A. So you would just say result plus equals character to lowercase, which would make that character lowercase and add it to our result string. And that would end up looping over every character, making it lowercase, adding it to our result string, and then at the very end, we return the result. So return result. Let's see how we did. Looks good. Submit. Alright, so this method was faster than about 33% of other JavaScript online submissions. Alright, so this method is a little more complicated. It requires you to know that there are ASCII tables where each character is represented as a code. So all uppercase characters fall between the range 65 and 90. So if you have the letter 65, that is an uppercase A. So the key to solving this problem is knowing that the lowercase versions of those same characters are 32 more than the uppercase version. So whatever version you are on, if it's uppercase, you add 32 to it and it becomes lowercase. So to apply that to this problem, let's start with the first character, A. So you would check the character code for that and you would see that it is 65. 65 is between 65 and 90, so you know that that character is uppercase. So what you do is you would add 32 to it. So 32 plus that is 97. So now that you have the lowercase character code to it, you convert that back to a string. So like I said before, JavaScript strings are immutable, so you'd always start out with an empty string, and then one by one you would add your converted characters to it. So after you add 32 to 65 and convert that back to a string, that'll give you your lowercase a. Let's do one more real quick. We'll go to the letter P. We'll check its ASCII code, and we'll see that it's the number 112. 112 does not fall between 65 and 90, so it's not uppercase. So then we just convert that code back to the character, which leaves us back to where we started, which is the letter P. And you do that check over and over until finally you get your result string and you return that. All right, let's pause for 1 second to take a look at an ASCII table. As you see here, it goes from here's 0 to 31, 32 to 63, 64 to 95, and 96 to 127. This is not the full ASCII table, but that's not even relevant right now because all we care about is these two columns. So as we see, the number 65 is an uppercase A. Add 32 to that, you get 97, which is a lowercase a. Whichever number you're on, you just add 32. 74 plus 32 is 106 to get the lowercase version of that. Skip all the way down to Z. We have uppercase Z at 90. 90 plus 32 is lowercase z. All right, in this method, we'll loop over each character. We'll convert that character to its ASCII code and see if it's between 65 and 91. If it is, that means that the character is uppercase. So to make it lowercase, we add 32 to it to get its lowercase version, and then we convert that lowercase version back to a character and add it to our result string. All right, so let's start off by saying let result equal an empty string. Now we're going to loop over every character. So for let character of string, that would put us here. All right, now we have to convert the character to its code. So we'll say let code equal character dot character code at. Character code at is just JavaScript's way of converting it to a character. Then we'll check whether the code falls between 65 and 91. Code is greater than or equal to 65, and it's less than 92. Then we'll add 32 to it, meaning if it's uppercase, we'll make it lowercase. So code plus or equals 32. Then when we're done with that, we'll add the code converted back to a string to our result string. So result plus or equals string dot from character code code. All this line does is converts our code back to a string. So at this point, our results would equal a lowercase a because it was an uppercase a. And then it would keep looping until it's done with every character in the string. And then all we have to do at the end is return result. All right, so we'll run this. Looks good, submit it. All right, so this result was faster than about 34% of JavaScript submissions. As usual, the code and written explanation are linked down below. If you liked the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.